Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into another fascinating digital forensics case. Our goal is to determine if there are any photo files from April 2006 that could confirm the allegations. If you're interested in digital forensics or just curious about how these investigations work, stick around. I'll walk you through every step. Let's get right into it. First, we'll open Autopsy for Windows and create a new case. Click the Create New Case icon, and in the New Case Information window, we'll name the case Chapter 1, Project 3. Next, we'll browse to our work folder to set it as the base directory. In the Additional Information window, we'll enter Chapter 1, Project 3, again as the case number, and add our name as the examiner. Then, we'll click Finish to move on to the next step. Now, we need to select the data source. In the Select Data Source window, we'll choose Disk Image or VM file from the drop-down menu. Then we'll click Browse to locate the image file, which is stored in our work folder. In the Configure Ingest Modules window, we'll click Select All to enable all the ingest modules. These modules will help us analyze the data more thoroughly. After selecting them, we'll click Next and then Finish to start the analysis. Once Autopsy finishes processing, we'll focus on finding photo files. In the Tree Viewer pane, we'll expand Views, File Types by extension, and then Images. This will show us all the image files found on the USB drive. To narrow down our search, we'll sort the files by modified time. We're specifically looking for files created or modified in April 2006, as that's the time period given to us. We'll scroll down until we find the first file from April 2006 and click it to view its contents in the Content Viewer pane. Then we'll use the down arrow key to quickly browse through all the files from that month. So, as you can see, I'm searching through the images, looking for information that is relevant to our objective. Remember, our objective is to find photos that could confirm the allegation of leaked trade secrets. If we find any photos of boats or boat parts, we'll select them by holding Control and clicking each file. Then we'll right-click the selection, point to Tag File, and click Quick Tag, Follow Up. This will tag the files for easy reference later. To view the tagged photos, we'll expand Tags, Follow Up, and File Tags in the Tree Viewer pane. Then we'll click the Thumbnail tab in the Result Viewer pane to see the images we've tagged. Next, we'll generate a report. To do so, just click Generate Report at the top of the screen. In the Generate Report window, we'll select the Results HTML option and click Next. In the Configure Artifacts Report window, we'll click the Tagged Results button and select the Follow-Up checkbox. Then we'll click Finish to generate the report. Once the report is ready, we'll click the Results HTML path name to open it. The report will include links to the tagged files, allowing us to review them easily. After examining the report, we'll click Close in the Report Generation Progress window. Finally, we'll write a short memo summarizing our findings. The memo will include a list of the tagged photo files and their details, whether any of the photos appear to contain trade secrets or intellectual property, a link to the HTML report for further review by the legal department. Once the memo is complete, we'll exit Autopsy and submit our findings. And that's it. We've successfully analyzed the USB drive, identified relevant photo files, and generated a detailed report for the HR and legal departments. If you found this walkthrough helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials like this. Let me know in the comments if you've ever worked on a trade secrets investigation or if you have any questions about the process. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.